Now on top of these things, we have our camera setups, and I'll go and hit on them right now. The Samsung Galaxy S20 Ultra has a 108 megapixel wide-angle lens, a 48 megapixel periscope telephoto lens, a 12 megapixel ultra-wide sensor, and then that 0.3 megapixel depth sensor. With the iPhone 12 Pro Max has that 12 megapixel wide-angle lens, a 12 megapixel telephoto lens, then that 12 megapixel ultra-wide sensor. Now what I can tell you is that the S20 Ultra camera I think is probably the best camera from any phone manufacturer this year so far. I mean, it can just do everything that you want it to do. Now I will tell you some things within this camera may be kind of like a gimmick. I think that telephoto lens is cool and I think that's awesome. It's kind of like a novelty though, and I don't really look at that camera, that specific telephoto lens. I think it's way better than, the 12 Pro Max. I'll say it's better for the time being because it has more functionality, but I don't think anybody in the right mind would use that specifically for the quality standpoint, but it's still pretty interesting that you can do that. Now the lens itself, all lenses on this phone are actually really good. Anytime I took a photo or video or anything with this phone, it handled it perfectly fine. You also have the ability of shooting 8K videos as well, which that in and of itself is a humongous reason why this phone is just that much far ahead of all other phones that came out that don't have 8K capability. Even though it's kind of dumb right now, like why would you want to shoot 8K videos? It's still pretty impressive that we have that capability on this device. So that in and of itself is really awesome in my standpoint. Now with the 12 Pro Max, 4K at 60, and I think this camera is just a smoother camera setup. I think whenever I try to take photos or videos or anything, it was really a smooth experience just like any other iPhone. With Galaxies, it's just kind of like there's too many things going on, but that can also be a pro because you're getting more features from the S20 Ultra at the end of the day. But the 12 Pro Max's camera is great, and I think, coming from the predecessor, I don't really think it's that much of an improvement, to be honest. You're having LiDAR sensors pretty much on both, but I don't really see it. Like, I just feel like the S20 Ultra coming from the S10 Plus was a really big upgrade for sure. So in terms of the camera, I'll probably have to give the edge to the Samsung Galaxy S20 Ultra and then the iPhone 12 Pro Max, to be completely honest. Now software-wise,